Welcome to another episode of Here on Planet Earth. The human experience includes the innate drive for progressing. We always want to move forward. And with this idea of progressing and with the drive that makes us want to move forward all the time, we also experience the illusion of arrival. Even in phases of stagnation and in phases where you just feel that nothing goes forward, you still feel that you want to do something about this phase. You want to change the situation at hand. And sometimes we also hear that with certain techniques, with certain ways of thinking, you can change your fate. The problem that we face is that we do also experience the illusion of arrival. Oftentimes we have at least one or two goals that we want to achieve. We think that if we only get to build a house, if we only get this job, or if we only understand this philosophy, if we get true knowledge, we will be finally content. We will finally arrive at a place of serenity and equanimity. But that is rarely the case. And that has to do with the fact that everything is in motion. Our lives are in motion all the time, and we understand this through measuring time. So even if you experience that you and your life is stagnant at this present moment, your life and yourself still moves. Even your body is a symbol of that. Your body is always changing. You are never stagnant. And that's part of the human experience. But also the illusion of arrival is a factor that shapes how we experience our presence on this planet. We are never truly separate. We are always part of the one of all. But this planet, planet Earth, is built based on polarities. There is a dual nature to everything on this planet. So we do have the ability to move in our minds to the past. You can memorize things that you've experienced, but you also have the skill to imagine. So you can move through what we experience as future. The challenge is to bring the past and the future together in the present. That's where the most problems that we experience, and actually everything, because everything is happening in the present, arises. And the longing for arrival is a longing for unity. It's a longing for finally being able to bring everything that you have experienced in the past, everything that you dream about, your future self, your future family life, your career or whatever, together and being content in that moment. The idea of ultimate unity, of ultimate balance, of ultimate peace at heart is something that's at the very core of this illusion of arrival. It is an illusion on this planet because true arrival, how you experience this longing here on Earth, is not in the program of planet Earth because of polarity. However, when you understand that your experience in time, your movement in time through your body on this planet is a series of small arrivals. So every moment is actually an arrival, because whatever you experience in your life, wherever you are never a failure at that place, because it is a sequence of experiences that has its own mechanism. So even if you think that you should be somewhere entirely different right now, and your hopes for this arrival let you think about it all the time, you are still at the point of arrival where you are right now. The only true contentment and peace at heart that we can experience on planet Earth comes through that understanding that arrival can only happen in the present moment. And this is not stagnant, it's not fixed. You will never arrive at a point where you can say, now I am content for the rest of my life. Now I have achieved peace of heart, and nothing can change it. Because as you move through time, change is always ahead. Always. If it's not around you, it can be in your body. It is people in your life. It is in your mind. Change is always present. So that means that you would need to chase arrival all the time, because you will always have a certain amount of feeling content and feeling at the place where it's right to be. But that can change. You can be now at a place where you feel that, hey, this is the place I should be, and half a year later or even next week you feel like, hey, this doesn't work, or some change arises in your life that makes you actually needing to leave. And you might experience that this is not the case that you actually want to pursue, and you might feel very out of alignment. But even in those phases, even in those experiences where you feel that you are not where you should be, they are still part of your life and part of the continuous arrival at each moment. And that is the true peace at heart that we can experience. The only way to experience peace at heart, to understand that we have arrived basically at exactly the place where we need to be. And that can be very harsh, because there's also the change, of course, because we think that when we have arrived, when we have this feeling of finally having achieved something, we think that it will last, but it doesn't. So even in times where you face great hardships and you think about what kind of change will there come, what can you do yourself, even then, the moment where you experience this friction, you have arrived. And oftentimes, the only way forward with contentment is to actually give in to the experience and the feelings that you have, and not trying to make them go away and chase the next achievement, the next place of arrival, or this final goal, whatever it is what you have. It might be building a family, or traveling, or whatever. So part of the human experience on planet Earth is to understand that you travel through time, you travel through phases, you are in constant movement, and arrival, this place of tranquility, equanimity, and peace at heart, is only possible through acknowledging and understanding that everything is moving, and that whatever you experience in every single moment is part of the constant arrival. Arrival is not a one-time thing that you experience on planet Earth. It cannot be. So you are a traveler on this big journey through time, and arrival is only in the moment possible. So think about your past experiences with imagining your future, your next goal, working towards something. And remember the many times that you experienced a similar situation where you headed towards a goal, and try to remember how you felt afterwards. What happened to that? Is it the only thing that you experienced as a final arrival, and what happened after? Because you probably thought of the next goal like you do now. You do have a goal. We all have a picture of the future that we want to pursue. And that's good. That's part of the experience here on planet Earth. But it is not, it cannot be the final point where you will finally find the peace that you long for. Even if you find the partner that is the perfect match to yourself, you both travel through time, and you can only achieve true arrival with whatever situation you live through understanding that it is only the moment, and the moment changes. But keep your presence, keep your understanding of true experience in the presence, and true unity only being possible to experience in the presence, not in the future, not at some point where you have achieved something. It's not a goal where you can put your hands on, your finger on, and say that this is the point, and now I'm happy, and now I am at peace. You can only be at peace right now. And that happens through the acknowledgement that you already have arrived, but you move. Arrival is constant.